There was an editorial in the New York Times. They write, the editorial board writes, 4 months ago, Senator John McCain said he would support the exchange of 5 hardcore Taliban leaders for the release of Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl. He told CNN, I would support. Obviously, I'd have to know the details, but I would always support ways of bringing him home. And if exchange was one of them, I think that would be something I think we should seriously consider. The Times says the instant the Obama administration actually made that trade, Mr. McCain, as he has so often in the past, switched positions for maximum political advantage. Now, he said a few days ago, I would not have made this deal. Suddenly, the prisoner exchange is troubling and poses a great threat to service members. Hearings must be held, sharp questions asked. Now, I have to admit, Andy, I'm not the biggest John McCain fan in the country, but is that observation by the Times, in your view, correct?
Well, the observation by the Times that McCain is inconsistent is entirely correct.
That would be my observation.
Look, this is a guy who was, he's in Gaddafi's tent celebrating the relationship with Gaddafi, and 18 months later he's calling for all-out war against Gaddafi. Yeah. He's talking about how the Muslim Brotherhood can't be allowed to be part of the government in Egypt when Mubarak was falling. And then the next thing, he's the biggest champion of the Muslim Brotherhood.
It's really troubling. I mean, he has had a very erratic, inconsistent record. And for a lot of rock-ribbed conservatives and Republicans who want to support him, it's very difficult to do so.
Yeah, but the Times, it's easy to kick back and forth McCain's record because he's flip-flopped on so many important things.
But the theme of the Times editorial, to be sure, Andy, is that there's been a rush to demonize Sergeant Bergdahl. That's the headline. Well, that's the theme of the editorial.
Yeah, and look, I think people on our side, Mike, have to be a little bit careful about getting out in front of the facts as we know them. I'm very comfortable saying that Bergdahl was a deserter. Mm-hmm. I don't think, from what I've heard, there doesn't seem to be much doubt about that. Was he a collaborator with the Taliban?
As a recent report suggests, he might have been.
Yeah. Now, if I were a prosecutor again, there's real good reason to be suspicious of that, and right. I'd be investigating it. I don't think that be a frivolous investigation. But I'm not ready to say yet that he was a Taliban collaborator. Being a deserter is bad enough.
Yeah, that's not anything to have a ticker tape parade over.
Right.